Booker, catch! What the heck? Look alive out there, Booker. Anyway, hello, this is Dragon Cuber 96600, and welcome back to another episode of Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Combiner Force. We're here with episode 17, Exiles, and yes, I already know that Steeljaw is going to be in this episode. That was kind of spoiled for me through ill-timed comments and thumbnails. But it doesn't matter because I don't know anything else about this episode, and I am really excited for it. Now, as you've probably heard, this is the last episode that's going to air in Canada for a few weeks. So we're going to go on a break with the Robots in Disguise episodes. I don't know how long that break will be. But in the meantime, I will keep uploading Micro and Legend reactions. So we have that to tide us over until the series decides it wants to resume. The schedule for the series from day one has been a mess. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch Exiles. Yeah. Wanted to make sure I didn't hit anything. And go. Oh, an eyeball.
All right, okay. Are we filming?
Action
No.
moves go, Grimlock.
Okay.
Grimlock leaves.
Drift, it's your favorite teamie. We sure miss you. Figured I'd keep a video diary of everything that happens while you're away with Optimus.
And boys, return roast chickens!
Catch right up.
What do you think, guys? Like the look?
Is the whole episode going to be filmed through this camera? Because, oh god. Too much fabulousness.
That's happening.
Fix it. Want to say hello to Drift?
Not until I link the Cybertronian tech detector to my command tablet.
Drift can say hi to himself.
Languages, and they both hate me.
Fix it's pretty much the same. Huh?
Isn't that the alarm from Super Smash Bros?
So what's happening now?
Oh, it's Transformers Cloverfield Edition. Or Cloverfield Transformers Edition. You know, it's a little dangerous to be filming evidence of giant robots. I mean, what are you planning to do with that tape? Yeah, send it to Drift, but what if the male guy gets mixed up?
Does anyone have eyes on our attackers?
Turn off the camera, Russell, you maniac! I like in South Park, they satirize, like, Cloverfield and, like, the kind of asshole that would, like... The kind of asshole you would have to be to just keep filming no matter what through a monster attack. Like, turn off the camera and help Marissa. She's about to explode. I don't remember if that character's name was Marissa. Cloverfield. Aw, we're not gonna watch the whole episode through the camera. I'm sad. The very clouds are shooting at us. Also known as hail. Oh, he wouldn't say hi to Drift. I say we don't have to say hi to him.
Autobots, rendezvous at the command center. Maybe we can...
Ow.
Autobots!
Ah, it's those slap guns they have in Combiner Wars. You just shoot. Ow. Like, all that happens when you get shot is that you say ow.
What is this? Did someone forget to pay the electric bill?
That joke didn't even make sense. Does not paying the electric bill cause lasers to rain like God's fury from the sky? Here I thought they just cut your power, but no, apparently they kill you.
Sideswipe, situation report. Best I can figure, they're on the cliff.
And I am so not shiny anymore. Normally I think that the missiles would indicate that it's Heatseeker, but Heatseeker kind of got sent back to Cybertron, I think. No. Oh, how come the strong arm got hurt by the blasters? No one else did. She didn't make a sound though when she got hit. She's got nerves of steel. Starting off with an action scene. All right. None of them are shooting. They're just like, we're actually just as puzzled as you guys are. There's just like a bunch of lasers coming over our heads.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
We're abandoning the base? Ah. I've always wanted to see Transformers do trench warfare. Like, she isn't there to carry him, so he's just like...
Right behind you!
He's done that before. I know what you're thinking. Did I fire 6 shots or only 7 million? What? Oh no. love it. They go from raining everywhere to only raining on where he is. Oh, doesn't Sideswipe hate small spaces? It's my personal nightmare. Dude, shit got heavy all of a sudden. Heavy, get it? Because he was crushed by a... Never mind.
Huh?
Time to murder the fuck out of Sideswipe. You're still here. Wait, how did we miss? I thought the lasers were supposed to help us hit him. Okay, it's like, okay, aim. That's the only thing I could fathom that happened.
Threw me into the cliff. Took me a while to find you with my calm down. Come on!
Of course, an attack like this happens on a cloudy day, but the sun seemed to be coming up only at the spot where they were shooting from.
What if they've been captured? I'm going back.
The lieutenant would not want us to rush in without a plan.
But how's he gonna find us?
We took on Soundwave. How hard could a bunch of death lasers
Must
be?
know we portal to the last desecration. Decoration. Destination point it was set to.
Hello?
Thank the primes. You're intact.
We are, but it was a close call.
Not for a speed bot like Sideswipe, I bet.
Actually, Sideswipe almost died. I think. Or maybe he just got stung a bunch.
Oh yeah. Driving the park.
My self-esteem is suffering yet again.
Now, whoever launched the attack isn't likely to back down. We need a new hideout. Fast.
How about those caves where we busted Nightstripe?
Excellent idea. The mineral content of the cavern soil interfered with our energy signatures.
And if we find a few corpses up there drained of all their blood, that shouldn't be a problem.
I was expecting a shipment of turn-of-the-century pressed coins.
We'll regroup.
I think the bigger concern is, holy shit, where am I going to live now? My house was in there.
Rev up and roll out.
It was, I was expecting stuff, not, I'm homeless now. You're not homeless, Dad. You have a cave. So as long as the coal company doesn't chase us out, we should be golden.
How could we lose them?
Did you shoot psychotically at them like I asked?
Scrapyard.
So...
Tracker is useless. And no doubt the Autobots have cloaked their energy signatures by
Oh, listen to that sweet honey. I missed you, Troy.
My crew and I combed the whole joint.
So let's see who we have here. Thunderhoof, Clampdown, Quillfire, Not Fracture, and Underbite.
your crew.
Okay, whoa, easy guys.
Fellas, we're all in this together.
So, why are they here and not on Cybertron?
This whole thing
We lost Simicore, but I'm sure we didn't lose anyone else.
cares about those auto bums.
I do. I want Bumblebee's hood ornament on a plate. And so do our benefactors back on Cybertron.
Oh,
They want
I see.
Bumblebee and his team. That is why they freed us and offered us full pardons.
Everybody got that?
Hey, just cause Steeljaw, the great rebel, sold out don't mean I got it. I'm getting off this mudball once and for all.
You've angered the Moose family.
One's lackey, brother. My interests simply overlap with our benefactors. I will not
Is he doing that? I love you.
mission. Least of all you, Thunderhoof.
So, Steeljaw has lost the,
Well, I guess I can
like,
lend a hand.
amicable mannerisms that he had at the beginning of the series. Now it's, I fucking want you to die. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to slip further off the edge.
Why are you so happy all of a sudden?
Because I found the answer to our problems, Underbite.
Kill the
If we
humans. Got
can't
it.
locate the Autobots, we'll just have to help the Autobots locate us.
Wait, what does that mean?
3 mint condition wrenchy the pneumatic wrench playsets, 12 vintage traffic cones, 47 states worth of commemorative spoons.
I'm sorry.
Also, my bed and my kitchen
When this is
and my
over,
safe
we'll
where I
rebuild
kept all my
this
money.
Yeah, it'll be even better than before it was blown up and set on fire and blasted into pieces.
They move in and Mark Wahlberg is already there.
Come on, Denny.
Like, god damn it, take you and your suspiciously breeding robots and get out of here, Mark.
After a while, it's no big deal.
At least those bats won't suck all the blood from you while making you relive your worst
Right there,
nightmares.
Sideswipe? Maybe what happened at the scrapyard rattled your exhaust system a little.
Not even. I just don't like things flapping their wings at my sensory array.
Good.
Sideswipe deals with PTSD. Hi, kids. That's not the first time we've seen this in a cartoon. Or even the first time we've seen this on a cartoon on Cartoon Network.
I brought the Cybertronian tech detector we confiscated from the Stunticons.
Tech
It
detector.
won't detect Decepticons, but it can detect their weapons.
Mech
We're
detect
unlikely to
detector.
get a signal in these caverns.
Wreck the mech detect
We'll have to
detector.
go outside the cave to scan.
And our enemy's out there looking for us. So whoever does the scanning better do it fast.
Who's the most expendable? 1, 2, 3, not it.
Sure, send Sideswipe out by himself on a mission. You really are trying to get rid of me, aren't you?
What is it? Why do you think everyone is trying to bump you off?
You're just best suited for the job.
I'm just pulling your V-belt. I can manage.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm having a panic attack right now.
Let's see.
Give me that.
How do you turn this thing on? Is there a plug? Antennas to pull out? Ooh, maybe if I shake it really hard.
I'll do it before you break it.
No. As team leader, I should be the one putting my spark on the line.
Seemed like my turn to grab it.
I said I'd do it.
Happy to take on the task, sir.
Everybody jumped. Bender, why did you jump in? Everybody else did. I just wanted to be popular. It bugs me so much they brought Cool Fire and not Fracture.
Robots correspond to the Crown River Dam.
Well, the facility is fully automated. But if these are cons trying to destroy
course
the
it
dam,
is.
will endanger every human for miles around.
It could be a trap.
So humans are in danger, but they're also not in danger.
Maybe so. But we can't just sit
Humans
here.
are in danger, but there are none around to see
Let's
us.
rev up and roll out.
You know how many disasters would have happened due to fully automated technology if the Cybertronians hadn't come around?
Probably stick together.
I mean, they would have broken down because of something.
Splitting up would be a bad move, right, B?
The only bad move right now is you riding my bumper. Back off.
Oh, I'd like to ride your bumper, strong arm.
Lieutenant,
Sorry.
if we fail to stop these cons because of a self-induced accident, it's not going on my rap sheet.
Sideswipe. I need you to watch.
I'll decide who goes on whose rap sheet.
So fall back, okay?
Also, I wasn't listening. What was the first thing you
Fall
said?
back. Way back.
Go farther! Farther! Deep, deep! Ah, screw you, train safety.
No.
Good luck, Sideswipe. Have fun alone with your rising fears. Fuck you again, train safety.
Sideswipe.
Why don't they
That
look,
wasn't a
Ernie?
passenger train. Someone could have
Why
seen
don't they
Don't
look?
honk at me. What if we've been separated and you'd been ambushed? Frankly, I'm a little surprised you didn't think of that.
Okay, that might have been the case, but it wasn't. So can we focus on our mission now?
If you get hit by a train, it is so going on Strong Arm's rap sheet. What the heck?
I'll go into the control building and draw out any enemy inside. You guys split
Then
up and
I'll tunnel
circle.
underneath the dam
When
and
you go
retrieve
after
the
me,
Allspark.
Go after them.
I don't know, B. Isn't it, strategically risky for the rest of us to separate? I mean, what if they gang up on Grimlock?
Then I feel sorry for them.
I want to point out that Thunderhoof beat you one-on-one in his very first episode. So, like, yeah, no. I think they could take you. They're rip-roaring pissed.
You there?
Or at least one of them is.
Affirmative. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just making sure the comms are working.
They are, unlike you, apparently.
You and your stupid trauma can go straight to hell. Straight to hell. Hangs up.
Grimlock, what's your 20?
I'm on Earth. Why?
What's your 20 means where are you? CB radio
Keep
talk.
radio silence.
I know that because my dad is a dork. He doesn't even own a CB radio, he just knows that.
Quillfire?
Not to mention us.
Nah, I fell and I'm too big to use the ladder. Quillfair's like, will I be getting a line
They
soon?
say you can't dream in stasis, but I did, Bumblebee. Of this moment, when I could pay you back for robbing me of Decepticon Island. Pay you back in full.
I also dreamed of a parade for the heroes of the revolution. Everyone was wearing hats.
And it turns out
Hats,
you're not
eh?
the only ones interested in your demise. A bargain was struck, and here I stand before you. Or, more accurately, above you.
You're really quite a speaker, Steeljaw.
Yeah, loose lips sink ship, Steeljaw, Jesus.
Compliments will get you nowhere.
You're such a good speaker. None of you even wondered why I seemed to come here alone.
Stand down, cons, or go down.
Underbite's like, I don't have hands, so I'll just go over here. Oh, he has a gun anyway, though.
You're gonna maintain my
Wait, I could use the ladder. This is a proud day.
Sounds painful. I'll pass.
As soon as I get up there, I just need a sec. Ah! Wait, if the quills have a random effect on Autobots, what are they gonna do to turbines?
To the Allspark.
Dams don't have souls, strong arm. They don't go to the Allspark. Oh, we're all gonna die. I see what you're saying. Ouchies.
keep them occupied.
Yada-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's all I get.
And someone get that quill out of the turbine!
And Booker Cannon.
Sideswipe, where are you going?
Steeljaw!
Sorry, I shouldn't make fun of him. He's suffering from very serious. Steeljaw, no! Bad Steeljaw! Bad! You sit! He starts pushing on his muzzle. You sit! Nope.
Nice
Claws.
assist.
Told you splitting up was a bad move.
I'm going back to help Strongarm and Grimlock. See what you can do about repairing the dam.
But you might need me in there.
But I just said it was a bad move. I thought that was just banter.
Left.
We need you here, Sideswipe. You're our best and fastest climber.
What is he afraid of? Dying alone or being the only one who doesn't die? Because he thought that happened to him once, remember? In the miniseries, he thought everybody else blew up.
Okay.
I need people. I have codependency now. This is what you've done to me. This is what love has done to me. Why was I put on this earth if only to lose the ones I love? Sideswipe, maybe you should go back to the cave while we do this.
Bolt Smasher, welcome to the party.
And this guy, he has a brother, and he lives over here. And I think it's time for a family reunion. Does anyone else remember Shark Tale?
Top, isn't it?
If only you had a bitchin' set of armor,
Teams abandoned you.
like I almost did.
It's just us now.
And soon it'll only be me.
I like Manic Steeljaw. He's so fun. He shakes himself like a dog just out of the
You
bath.
won't be there. Let me assure you that I will exterminate your friends as slowly and painfully as possible.
See all those people who wanted a redemption arc from Steeljaw? I don't think it seems likely. Just saying.
Doing what?
Staying afloat.
Not again! What a day! Whoa, that is a lethal turbine. I thought all they did was spin.
I thought so. Wait, what are you talking about?
I forgot how to act. I hit my head too hard.
No one does that to my guys, even if they are punks.
Once again, you have dishonored the Moose family. That's twice in one day. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding. Oh my god, I think he's
More
dead.
meal of the day.
Serving it up Gary's way. Okay, I don't know why the spinny thing shocked me, but we already did. We already did?
Lead to...
Yep.
Wait, where are they going? Oh. These guys are the main antagonists of the first season. I wanted to remind everyone of that.
Sideswipe!
Okay, you got a plan? No! We need to fix the hole, not make another one. There's your out of context GIF, folks, right there. That was so stupid, I can't believe it worked.
Dam to plug the dam. Great job, Sideswipe. That should hold till the repair crews get here.
And we don't even have to pay for the damage we just caused. We could just leave it like that. Woo!
Well, if we've learned one thing, it's that we never assume Steeljaw is gone forever.
And it sounded like he has partners on Cybertron we haven't met yet.
It's the
Something
government.
is definitely rotten back home.
It's
Steeljaw is
Cyclonus.
part of it. Maybe Optimus knows what.
What? Oh, it's a hologram.
Not quite home, but it'll do.
Hey, you can only cry over spilled milk for so long. Even if that milk was in a vintage bottle. Anyway,
You took losing your home really unrealistically well.
friends and family are, right?
Yup. And lucky for all of you, I'd never leave any of you behind.
We should become a human centipede and never separate. Love me. Oh my god, that was awesome. So, Steeljaw's back in the series. Like, I was kind of afraid that this episode would end with him being put back in suspension, but no! The pack is back, baby! I'm still sad about Fracture though, but never mind, we can't have everything. I was promised, like, I expressed fear in the comment section that and when I was talking about Cyberverse, that the corrupt government situation on Cybertron is not going to be fixed by the time the series ends. And it looks like, I feel like this is the direction this new arc might be headed, is that Steeljaw is now working for the new leader on Cybertron, Cyclonus. And because of that, has returned to Earth to get his sweet, sweet doggy Booker DeWitt revenge on Bumblebee. So, we're past the halfway point, and we finally have a plot to Combiner Force, and it has nothing to do with Combiners. And how is Soundwave going to play into this? And are we going to see Mantisaur again? And if not, what are we going to see? Oh my god, I'm so hyped. So, yeah, that was a great episode, and I loved it. And I feel like we've kind of reached a darkest hour point. It's not quite as, like, dark as, like, some of the low points in Prime got, because when the Autobots lost in Prime, they lost hard. But this is still, like, kind of... I think this is kind of a low point for the Autobots. Like, they're living in a cave now. They lost the Alchemore. And Danny lost his house. And it might be time to call the ex-wife in Copenhagen and come let her get Russell. Because holy shit, your son is living in a cave. I don't know if that'll be brought up. It'll bother me a little bit if it's not. But anyway, it was cool to see all those characters back again. I'm super excited to see what Steeljaw will do and where the series goes from here. And I'm excited to see what's going on Cybertron finally, since it's been teased. So, yeah! Okay, this is Dragon Keeper 19600 signing off. Hey folks, you just got done watching my reaction to episode 17 of Combiner Force, Exiles. Before we go tonight, or this morning, whenever you watch this, I do have one thing I want to talk about. You may recall a few weeks ago when I talked about some upcoming Transformers projects, including Transformers Rescue Bots Academy and the new series that will replace Robots in Disguise, Cyberverse. But it turns out there's actually one series that I forgot to talk about that I probably should, because it's especially relevant to the interest of this channel. So, those of you who were following me exactly a year ago may remember when I reviewed a little series called Transformers Combiner Wars. Combiner Wars, not to be confused with Combiner Force in any way. Basically, this was a mini-series released by Machinima in August of last year. And I say mini-series in the most literal definition of the word mini. It was only 8 episodes long, and the episodes averaged about a length of 5.5 minutes each, maybe. I reviewed each episode each week as the episodes came out, and my final thoughts on it were pretty much the same as everybody else's. I hated it. But I feel like I hated it for like similar reasons that everybody else hated it. The plot was, too minimalistic and made no sense. Characters had inconsistent motivations. The voice acting wasn't always great. The animation wasn't always great. And it had one of the stupidest plot twists I've ever seen in Transformers fiction. Like, even stupider than Mark Wahlberg The Last Knight. Like, dumber than that. Though, not dumber than the payoff to that plot line, but never mind. It was pretty dumb. But as you may recall, I mentioned at the end of my review of that little train wreck of a series that a sequel series, Titan's Return, was already in the works and in fact had been teased at the end of the last episode of Combiner Wars. Yes, that sequel is happening and it is slate to release in November of this year. That's only 2 months from now, people. We have 2 months! I don't know if I could do this. I'm not ready. I can't go back, Jim. I'm not ready. Okay, so, a couple things. I don't know if the series is going to be good or not. I don't think anyone is expecting it to be good, because it's the sequel to a series that was already bad. But they could improve it, but I don't know. Let me tell you what we know about it so far. The series is going to be longer than Combiner Wars, longer in length at least. According to TF Wiki, it looks like they're aiming for an average episode length of 11 minutes and a 10-episode season. So that's already, significantly longer than Combiner Wars. If Combiner Wars had around 5-minute episodes, and these are around 11 minutes, and there's more episodes, that's almost like the entirety of Titan's Return will be over double the length of Combiner Wars. So, even though Combiner Wars was torture, ironically, part of the reason it was torturous is because it was so short. Like, they didn't have the time they needed to tell the story that they probably wanted to tell. So the longer runtime might be a good thing. A few other things I want to talk about. This is a sequel, so all of our favorite characters will be returning, and I've looked at the cast list that's already in TF Wiki, and yes, we are going to see the return of Murder Boner Windblade, the counselors who don't do anything, and my personal favorite, and everybody's personal favorite character, Megatron, who kind of forgot to bring his fucks to work today.
Cybertron is in danger. Cybertron can burn. I know you do not mean that. Don't I?
Megatron was hands down the best part of Combiner Wars. Everybody loved his personality and everybody loved his voice actor. And everybody loved just what a snarky asshole he was. And it was a really fresh, unique take on the character. A Megatron post-war who is glad that he's post-war because now he has free reign to basically do whatever the fuck he wants. It was a great character, and I am proud to say that Megatron will be back in this series, even though he wisely expressed the desire not to be involved in any more of Windblade and Optimus' shenanigans in the last series, and he will be voiced by the same voice actor, Lord Jazer. I know, as excited as we are, we can't possibly be more excited than Lord Jazer. He's got a Tumblr account, and I've been to it, and you could tell that he fucking loved voicing Megatron, and he loves this version of the character, which is great, because you like your voice actors to love what they do. We have the same voice actress for Windblade, and a few of the other voice actors are returning, but we have some new cast members, and the main thing I want to talk about is that Optimus Prime, as you recall, in the last series was voiced by John Bailey, the Honest Trailers guy. This time, he's being voiced by Peter Cullen. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that. I mean, casting Peter Cullen as Optimus has kind of lost its hype. Like, back in 2007 when the first Transformers movie came out and they announced, we have Peter Cullen voicing Optimus, everyone was like, oh my god! Because when that happened, Peter Cullen hadn't voiced Optimus since the 80s. Like, pretty much ever since the 80s, with one exception, it had been Gary Chalk. Like, all the way through. And now it was Peter Cullen. Everybody was really excited. And it's not that Peter Cullen isn't good at voicing character. He's great. He's the definitive Optimus voice. We all love him. But seeing as Optimus is already in the live-action movies, and he's been in Prime and Robots in Disguise, it just seems weird that all these different versions of Optimus, who are supposed to be separate characters, all are voiced by the same guy. And, it seems like an unnecessary thing Like, John Bailey is not the reason the last series was bad. John Bailey does a pretty damn good Peter Cullen impression, and he's a pretty, like, decent actor. And decent is, like, leagues above most of the cast in Combiner Wars.
No, I left that part of me on the battlefield. I walked away so there could be a lasting peace.
And it seems like Peter Cullen probably would, like, let me put it this way. If they spent money on hiring Peter Cullen that they could have spent on something else, I'm going to be pissed off. I really, like, I'm sorry, John. I don't know why you got the axe. Like, John Bailey goes, but the lady who voiced the Mistress of Flame gets to stay.
An attack! Sound the alarm!
The heck? I should mention some other casting choices. So, Rodimus's voice actor has also been changed. He also is going to be voiced by the character who first voiced him in the 80s. That's right, Judd Nelson, the Judd Nelson from The Breakfast Club, is going to voice Rodimus. Last time he voiced Rodimus Prime was, I think, in animated. It was, like, only for, like, one episode. So, again, it seems, like, kind of unnecessary. Like, Judd Nelson probably has a higher budget, though maybe not, since he's not, like, I don't know if he's been, like, a huge star lately, but he is in, like, one of the most famous movies, like, I think, in America. Like, most people have seen or at least heard of The Breakfast Club. So, yeah. Also, Computron has been replaced by an actor named Matthew Patrick. I do not remember who was voicing Computron before, but I will tell you this. You may have heard of Matthew Patrick because he's the guy who sent the Pope a copy of Undertale. Yeah. That's him. Matthew is that guy. He's the Undertale Pope guy. Like, I want to repeat this, okay? In case you haven't comprehended it. The person who is voicing Computron in the web series Transformers Titans Return is the same guy who sent the Pope a copy of Undertale. Sometimes you need to step back and remember just how fucking surreal life is. Like, what a weird connection. So, one other thing I do want to mention in terms of cast. This series does have some new characters. The most notable new character, like, in addition to the Titans, who are returning. They're not, I don't know if they're clashing, but they are returning. But a character that's not a Titan that is coming to the series is Perceptor. Yeah, Perceptor is going to be in Titans in Return. And I feel weird about getting excited about anything in Titans Return, considering, again, what the last series was like, but I really like Perceptor, and I know I'm not the only one. I think Perceptor is one of those Transformers characters that female fans especially really like. Like, I'm sure Perceptor is popular with male fans, but when, like women gush over Perceptor. I've seen them do it. It's amazing. Probably, if he's Titans Return Perceptor, he's probably based off of, like, the G1 comics that are out right now, version of the character, so he'll probably, like, have the monocle or whatever. Monocles are cool. I think so. So, yeah. Perceptor will be voiced by Will Wheaton, the guy who played Wesley on Star Trek The Next Generation. And yes, I am totally going to make a Shut Up Wesley joke at the first chance I get. Tiny turn. It's obvious, but that's why I have to do it. So, plot. So the plot of the series, basically the minimalistic synopsis that we've gotten from TF Wiki is that Trypticon, along with some other Titans, has returned. But Trypticon is apparently the main antagonist in this series. So Windblade has to put together a ragtag team of allies, like she did in the last series. Emphasis on the rag. and also resurrect some kind of ancient ally. Maybe Metroplex, but I got the idea that Metroplex was revived at the end of the last series, or at least his arm was. Maybe he'll challenge Trypticon to an arm wrestling contest. Winner take all. It'll be like over the top, except somehow even dumber. So yeah, I don't know what all the other characters are going to do with that. Presumably work together to stop Trypticon. Maybe, but at least it's like something. So one more thing I do want to mention about this series. Starscream is going to be in it. And he's going to be voiced by the same voice actor. Frank Todaro, I think is his name. Which is weird, because I could have sworn that Starscream died at the end of the last series, right? I think he did? It was kind of unclear, right? Metroplex grabs him when he's a puffball. He explodes, I think, after Optimus shoots him. And then, let's see, then Megatron, like, walks, it cuts to white, and then Megatron walks toward Windblade and Optimus holding the spark combination. Like, I totally thought he was dead. Like, what the heck? You're gonna bring Starscream back after you killed him?
I am not here to seize thrones, Starscream, but to settle scores.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do with this character, especially since Starscream's character was one of the biggest problems with Combiner Wars. It was just, like, go back and watch my review, or to spare you even more time, just watch this series. Again, it's on Go90, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The way they characterized Starscream was a mess, and I think it's his characterization is what made people who still had faith in the original series, Combiner Wars, just what made their expectations plummet, was the way they handled Starscream's character. So it's not like it has to be bad. Like, I think Frank Todaro is, like, a decent Starscream.
You are the last person who should ever be commenting on murdering other Transformers.
Those were different times, mistress.
He, like, sounds like him, and he can sound emotional, and I think he just suffered in the last series from bad direction. So I don't know if it'll be improvement or not. But whatever the quality of Titans Return, I think it's interesting enough, and the developments around it are interesting enough for me to talk about it. Now, one question remains. Am I going to do a reaction of Titans Return? I did not do one of Combiner Wars. The reason I didn't react to Combiner Wars is because since the whole thing was online, I wanted to encourage people to go and watch it for themselves. Like, I didn't want... Like, with Robots in Disguise, I feel pretty certain that I'm not drawing away viewers of Robots in Disguise to only watch my channel and not watch the show. But with a Machinima series, I felt like that might be the case, since Machinima's episodes are, like, short and, like, it was on, like, a free platform, and I wanted to encourage people to go watch it. I don't know if I'll do that with Titans Return, and my other concern is maybe they'll pull it from YouTube if I do. I will definitely do reviews of the episodes. The only question is whether or not I'll do the reactions in addition to them. So you can give me your input on what you think I should do below in the comments if you want. But, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but I definitely will be talking about Titans Return because I feel like it's kind of expected. And also because I am curious about what's going to be in it. I mean, even if it's bad, it'll still be, you know, interesting and like a cool exercise to talk about it. And plus I get to, like, groan and gripe along with all the rest of you. So it'll be like a fun, like, teaming exercise. We all gang up on the bad show. And if it's not bad, that's even better. So, anyway, as I mentioned before, Robots in Disguise is going on a break, so I don't know when I'll be back with another Combiner Force episode, but stay tuned for another Micron Legend episode soon. This is Dragon Keeper 96600, signing off.